streetlights flicker like a worn-out dream. I'm chasing shadows where the dark's supreme. A howl in the alley, it cuts through the steam. The night's got teeth and it bites clean. Lights out, baby, can't see the way, lights out, honey, it's a devil's play. Lights out, darling, don't you stray, 'cause the dark is calling to take you away. The winds whisper secrets through the iron gate. The clock strikes 12 and it seals our fates. The ground beneath me shivers, it vibrates, a rhythm of the damned, it resonates. Lights out, baby, can't see the way. Lights out, honey, it's a devil's play. Lights out, darling, don't you stray, 'cause the dark is calling to take you A scream in the distance, or maybe it's me. My shadow's dancing where I can't see. The blues ain't just music, it's a prophecy. And the night is singing in minor key. The neon's die and its color fades. I'm lost in the labyrinth the night creates. A deal with the devil, the dues are paid, but the blues keep playing and they don't trade.
And be breaking. So play. English way.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the dark side of the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We timed it right. Podcasts. That's us. That's me. That's Bell. Home of rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. Don't let up. Full speed is our, it's our only speed. You know what? I'm just going to skip the rest of the monologue. Let me introduce you to the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the mighty Bell. How are you doing tonight, Bell?
You know what? I'm on several different missions all at once, so fun times.
I know, but you know what? That's what's kind of cool about girls in general, is that you guys are capable of multitasking. I'm just putting that out there. You guys can handle it. Men are more.
It would go a lot. It would go a lot better if I had an IV of caffeine.
You know, maybe we can get you hooked up with that. Men are more seek and destroy. All right. If you tell us or nag us and say, I want you to do 3 things, we will do none of them. We're just not going to. We don't multitask like that. If you tell it, you put us on one mission, and we will seek and destroy that one mission. So it's a communication thing, I think, between boys and girls a lot, because girls can process that. Well, I have to do 17 different things. Men are, you know what? It's too many. We're not gonna do it. All right. One thing. Oh, you need me to take out the trash? That I can do. I'm on it. It's beginning and end. Mission complete, and we can move on. But we don't like to go from A to B to C. We don't do that. You remember an old cartoon that used to be in the newspaper when people used to get newspapers? It's called The Family Circus. Bella, you familiar with The Family Circus? Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, you remember sometimes the whole thing would be Billy, and on his walk home, going from point A to point B, and he would do 19 or 35 different things before he ended up there. Yeah. That ain't us. All right. That might be Billy, but that ain't us. All right. You tell me one thing that you need handled, and I will go ahead and handle it. But the rest of it, no, not so much. It's going to be done, or it's going to be done very, very poorly. And that's kind of it. So you continue to multitask. I'm going to continue to seek and destroy, and it works out. If I seem very grinny and giggly today, it's because 2 of the big check marks that we had to get off our list are now off our list. The DUNS number is in hand. That means we're moving over to the store. Bank has been taken care of. That means money can actually enter into our own personal ecosystem. And life goes on. I was going to get...
the 2 other things we've got to do is go over the terms of service rough draft and fill in the blanks, and get that pushed, and we've got to get the code reviewed.
Yep, and those 2 things are nothing that is going to hold up this train, the podcast Sigea Cloud train. It left the station, and it's not coming back. So regardless of what we have right now, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put out a show note for anybody who's here or testing, and we will put this out on X and the Discord. We anticipate tomorrow being the purge, the very last and final purge that's going to happen in the Sigea Cloud is going to happen tomorrow. And after this, it will never, ever happen again, because it can't, because we're live, because we have an agreement. We will hold your data and make sure that your data is always available. But I had to make the call on this one. It wasn't a call that I made happily, but because we had so many different builds and so much different data stored with different levels of encryption and types and how we did it and everything, it was going to take us months to detangle that mess. And if anybody's ever tried to, detangle Christmas lights, that's what it would have been. So I made the call. Let's purge it. Brand new fresh slate for everybody. So it is anticipated that tomorrow will be the purge. So any data that you have on there that you absolutely cannot lose, which I hope you didn't put up here considering this is a alpha and beta test, go ahead and pull that off, because this time tomorrow everything on there is going to be wiped, and we anticipate the final build. This is basically what we're going to be going live with. Is going to be in the beta testers' hands on Friday. I wanted to get it out before the weekend. I've leaned the hell out of Reach Tech, and they came through. Flying colors all the way across the board. They absolutely came through. So tomorrow is we nuke the system, and then we rebuild. That's what's going to be happening. That's what's going to spin up on Friday. But if all goes well, 2 weeks. I'm figuring maybe 2 weeks, 3 at the latest, for us to fully test this before release. That's all you're doing, man. Now we're bug hunting. Before it was performance and functionality and all that other good stuff, but now it is simply bug hunting. So try to do things that you might consider any person who's never seen this before doing. Please try to put it through those kind of paces. The feedback channel is wide open. Obviously, over on the podcast Discord, put the feedback in there. You don't have to spare my feelings on this one, man. Blast it, all right? Because we're that close to going live. The S3 integration is in. We're good, all right? Everything that we talked about, everything that we've been building for years, it's finally coming to fruition, and we are incredibly excited about this. I can actually pay Jackal to store data that will never, ever disappear. That's a funny thing. Oh, and that's kind of the interesting thing. Whatever's sitting on Jackal right now will be sitting on there forever because we can't delete that. We can delete links. That's what we're doing. But we cannot actually purge that because we don't control it. You control it. So your data that's on Jackal, it'll be there. It'll be there forever. And I have to pay for it, but there's really nothing we can do about it. It's a double-edged sword. Toot had a great quote she was talking about in the feedback channel, Bill. With great privacy comes great responsibility. And that's kind of where we're at right there. That's it. We are stuck with that. We built the system in a very specific way. And that specific way is that we can never do anything with your data ever, including deleting it. So, but we do have to clear the front end, all the links, the keys, everything. It's just gone, a completely blank slate. And it's going to show up for the iOS people. It's going to show up in your email, download test flight, latest app. That's the last version that you're going to see. And we will manually distribute the APK as asked. And that will be the very last version of the APK. I have both of them on my devices right now, my iOS and my Android. It is flawless, absolutely flawless. But something tells me you guys might do stuff on here that we haven't considered. So please do your thing. If you want to bitch because we're deleting your data, now's a good time. Now's a real good time. Bell's in a terrific mood. So if you guys want to gripe, now's a great time to do it. All right. So 1 second, guys. Here you go. Look at the smiling Bell. She'll talk for a minute while I wet my whistle. Somebody drank like half this bourbon, Bell. It's just gone. It's not in the glass anymore. Did you do it? Because you sure as fuck look guilty.
I can't get to your bourbon through the camera, Scott.
Oh, I don't know.
It wasn't me this time.
I don't know about that. It could have been anybody. All right. So
all right. So, Sigea fan, I do hope that did answer your question of when the purge happens, will just the data be gone or will our usernames be gone so we have to create new ones as well?
Yes, you're going to have to create new usernames, new accounts, new everything, guys. Like I said, this is the purge. All right. This is the last and final straw. This is development. This is what we go through, particularly with an app that is this complex. I am sorry about it. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Hit me up on Discord, bash me on X, knock yourself out over on the feedback channel. But I made the call, and I'm sticking to it because there's a proper reason for this. If there was any other way, aside from me spending up to $100,000 to detangle this mess, I would have done that. But there simply isn't. It is a very complex app. We're not Dropbox. I wish we were. Because, if we were Dropbox, I wouldn't be on this stream right now and we'd have more money. But
yeah, Dropbox would have been a lot easier to freaking develop, too.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying.
It's a goddamn file server that feeds into an S3 on AWS, man. I'm not impressed with that. So, anyway, I want to... If you guys could indulge me for a minute. I haven't done a kind of a long monologue, but I want to kind of turn this one into a video. And this shirt that I'm wearing, by the way, I haven't been able to wear this for a good year because it's about a size smaller than what I usually wear. And it seems like it fits now. So I'm kind of happy and depressed at the same time because that means nothing else I have fits. But you know what? It is what it is. It's my burden to bear. So I'm going to be turning this into a separate video, or rather Jason is going to be turning this into a separate video. So just indulge me for a minute, guys. Pretend that we're not live and that we didn't just ramble on and on. And I'm going to take the headphones off because, again, this is we are putting this out as probably a separate video because it's a summation of what we've been talking about on this channel for years and years and years. And I wanted to find a good way to kind of bring it all together and explain it to you guys so that you understand what we did, why we did it, and why other people need to follow in our footsteps, and I hope they do. So with that, just let me say, I want to make sure I'm centered here, Belle. I'm not quite centered. Give me a second. I got to move this damn chair. There you go. Is that centered? That looks dead center frame to me, Belle. What do you think? Just nod your head. I don't have my headphones. I can't hear you. Yeah? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, skeptics, and fellow dreamers in this wild world of digital finance, gather around because I've got a story to tell. Now, it's a cautionary tale about the glittering beast we've all been feeding called cryptocurrency. Oh, it's shiny, isn't it? promises of decentralization, freedom from banks, moonshots to Lambo land. But let me pull back the curtain for you just a little bit. Crypto isn't just stumbling. It's on a path to self-destruction. And the killer? No fresh money is pouring in from the outside. Now ask yourself why. Because we've built a goddamn casino, not a serious solution to a serious problem. We've turned what could have been a revolution into a rigged slot machine. And now the house is about to go bust, at least out in the alt world. I want you to picture this. Come with me here. It's 2009. Bitcoin bursts onto the scene like a rebel yell against the financial crisis. Satoshi drops his white paper, and suddenly, we're talking about peer-to-peer electronic cash. No middlemen, no governments printing money like it's confetti. It was supposed to solve real problems. Financial inclusion for the unbanked. Cross-border payments without fees, eating your lunch. Privacy in an age of surveillance. Hell, it even had roots in fixing inflation, giving people control over their wealth. Do you guys remember that? But fast forward to today, and what do we have? We have a circus of memes, rug pulls, and hype cycles that make the dot-com bubble look like a kiddie pool. We've built a casino. Think about it. Think about it. Casinos thrive on speculation, on the thrill of the bet. You walk in with your paycheck, eyes wide at the flashing lights, convinced that this spin's the one that'll change your life. But the house always wins because it's designed that way. Crypto's the same. Tokens launch with white papers that read like fan fiction, promising the moon, but delivering dust. Pump and dump schemes run rampant. Influencers shill shitcoins to their followers, cash out at the top, and leave retail investors holding the bag. But Scott, what about NFTs? Remember when we thought digital art was the future? Turns out it was just another game of hot potato, with prices inflated by wash trading and celebrity fucking endorsements. But what about DeFi? What about DeFi, Scott? Yield farming sounds fancy, but it's basically gambling on leveraged position. Where one black swan event like Terra Luna, remember guys that? Well, one black swan event like Terra's collapse wipes out billions. And the chains. The chains. We've got more blockchains than we know what to do with. Ethereum, Solana, Binance, Polkadot, Avalanche. Each one promising faster transactions, lower fees, and better scalability. But they're all silos. They're fragmented ecosystems fighting for the same pool of liquidity. This is fact. It's like building 1,000 separate internet protocols instead of one unified web. Developers jump from chain to chain, chasing grants and chasing airdrops. But users, you, me, Bell, all of us, they're confused. They're overwhelmed. Wallet fatigue sets in. MetaMask for this, Phantom for that. Interoperability, it's a buzzword. It's not a reality. Bridges get hacked. Funds vanish. We're not building infrastructure. We're erecting echo chambers where the same money sloshes around in circles. Now, here's the rub. For any economy to grow, and if you're going to hear any part of this, please, for the love of God, hear this part. For any economy to grow, you need new capital inflows. Not some of the time, all of the time. fresh money from outside investors, institutions, everyday folks seeing real value. But in crypto, that spigot's drying up. And ask yourself why. Because it's not solving problems anymore. It's creating them. Regulators are circling like sharks, and for very good reason. FTX implodes. I know this was so long ago, nobody even remembers. But FTX implodes, taking customer funds with it. Celsius freezes withdrawals, revealing the Ponzi underbelly. The SEC sues everyone, from Coinbase to Binance, calling out unregistered securities. Mainstream investors look at this and think, why risk my retirement on a volatility machine when stocks or bonds offer steady returns? Now, even the crypto faithful are burnout. Fear of missing out turns to fear of finding out. FOFO. That's mine. And it's fear of finding out that you've been scammed. Without new money, the whole thing collapses inward. It's like a star running out of fuel. It's imploding under its own gravity. Prices tank because there's no buyers left. Liquidity, it dries up. It makes it impossible to exit positions without massive slippage. Projects fold, devs abandon ship, and the narrative shifts from Web3 revolution to crypto winter that never ends. Now, we've seen cycles before. 2018's bear market called the week, but this time it's different. The hype has worn thin. People aren't buying the store value pitch when Bitcoin swings 3, 4, 5, 6% in a day. And stablecoins, even those are shaky after UST's death spiral. Don't get me started on mining's environment toll, because I am aware of it. Proof of work is guzzling energy like a Hummer in a gas crisis, while proof of stake concentrates power in the hands of whales. It's self-destruction by design. We've prioritized speculation over utility. Fact. Tokens are minted out of thin air with no backing but community hype. What about governance? DAOs, they sound democratic, but they're often controlled by a few big holders, and you guys know this. Innovation stalls because everyone's chasing the next 100x instead of building for the long haul. We're not attracting users who need crypto. We're attracting gamblers who want quick riches. And when the music stops, as it always does in musical chairs, the majority lose. But hold on. Let me bring us around, because it's not all doom and gloom. There's a way out. There is a path to redemption. We need to stop building casinos and start building solutions. Real consumer-facing apps that solve everyday problems. Apps that feel seamless, intuitive, like the Web2 world that we're all used to, but they're powered by Web3 under the hood. There's no more clunky interfaces, no more gas fees that make you second guess every single transaction. We need products that bring in outside money because they deliver value. And once that money's in, it stays. It is circulating in a healthy ecosystem. Now, for those who have never seen me before, let me tell you about one such beacon. You're going to like this, Bell. Sigea Cloud. This isn't just another token play because it doesn't have one. It's a Web3 application with a Web2 consumer feel. Imagine cloud storage, but decentralized, secure, private, censorship resistant. Yet as easy to use as Google Drive or Dropbox. You upload files, you share them, you collaborate in real time, all without big tech spying on your data. The blockchain handles the back end. Immutable records, smart contracts for access control, token incentives for node providers, for validators, for storage providers. But what about the user? It's slick, user-friendly. There's no need to understand Merkle trees or private keys. Just sign up, drag and drop, and go. Sigea Cloud is the kind of app that attracts real users, businesses tired of centralized vulnerabilities, creators wanting ownership of their content, everyday folks seeking privacy, and a post-Snowden world. You guys remember him? Money comes in because people pay for premium features, storage tiers, or even just stake tokens to earn yields from the network. But here's the magic. And this is the magic. The money doesn't leave. This capital fuels the ecosystem. It's paying validators. It's rewarding users. It's funding development. It's a closed loop of value, not a leaky bucket of speculation. Sigea proves that Web3 can be accessible, solving the serious problem of data sovereignty without the casino vibes. We need more like this. A lot more consumer apps and a hell of a lot fewer chains. Consolidate, people. Pick a few robust layer ones. Ethereum for security or Solana for speed if that's your thing, and build on top. Layer 2s can handle scaling. We don't need a new chain for every niche. Focus on apps that onboard the masses. Social media without algorithms manipulating you, like a decentralized Twitter where you own your audience. Payment apps that make remittances instant and cheap, beating Western Union at its game. What about gaming, where assets are truly yours? They're not locked in a company's server. Health apps storing medical records securely on-chain, giving patients control. Just imagine that. Fewer chains means less fragmentation, more liquidity, easier adoption. Developers can stop chain hopping and build depth. We don't have that in Web3, but we need it. Users get a unified experience. No more bridging hell. And what about investors? They'll pour in when they see traction, real metrics like daily active users, not just TVL pumped by whales or bullshit market manipulation. We're talking trillions from pensions, sovereign funds, even governments. But it starts with us. Builders, stop chasing airdrops. Solve pain points. Investors, demand utility over hype. Regulators, like they're watching this show, but if they are, give space for innovation and crack down on the scams. And users, that's me, that's Bell, that's all of you. Vote with your wallets. Support projects like mine, like Sigea, that bridge Web 2 comfort with Web 3 power. In the end, crypto doesn't have to destroy itself. We can pivot from casino to cornerstone. Build for the billion underserved, not the 1,000 degens. Bring in that outside money by proving we're serious. More consumer apps, fewer chains. That's the mantra. Sigea Cloud lights the way. Let's follow it to a future where Web3 isn't a gamble, but a guarantee. And thank you so very much for hearing me out on that as I babble a little bit while I get my headphones back on. There you go. How'd you like that, Belle? Did you like that one? I put a lot of thought into that. You're muted.
I can tell you put a lot of thought into it.
Well, we've been talking about this for years and years and years, and I'm sorry if it ran a little long, if it felt a little clunky, but we've been talking about this for years and years and years, and I just really wanted to sum it up in one last thing so that I don't have to talk about it anymore. I thought I did that. What did you guys think? Oh, I'm not. Camera's on, Bell. What did you guys think? Did that make my point? I know I've been saying this over and over and over. I just wanted to make sure that I can make my point on that. It's literally right here, and we're going to prove it. And the one fortunate thing I will say about the Jackal protocol, the price, all the other shit that's been going on, is that we can move that needle in a very simple and obvious way. If we were doing this on a multi-billion-dollar chain, they probably wouldn't even notice us. But Jackal will. But everybody within the sound of my voice will. You guys are going to notice it. It's just a real good example for us to actually say, yes, build for the world, don't build for the degens, because that's all we do. We build for degens. Mantra, perfect example. Build for degens. Kajira, built for degens. All these things are built for degens. And where are they now? Dust. That's where they are. They're dust. Anyway, Bell, if we got any questions or comments, go ahead and do them. I know this didn't go well, but I needed to say it, and I'm very happy I did. But go ahead.
And don't say it didn't go well, because a couple of people, Old Man and Sigea Fan, Old Man says, I liked it. Sigea Fan actually says, I love the talk. Hit so many great points. So
and it's important, and they're all correct. But again, the best part about it is that we're at the end. All right, me and Bell are coming to the end of the line on this from the development part. So we get to prove it. And we've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time, is that we get to prove it. And after that, because I know how this will go, man, and I'm already pretty insufferable as it is. I'm going to be completely toxic. After it is us that are literally driving this thing, man, nobody's going to be here. It'll be me and Nuclear Chicken. Me, you, and Nuclear Chicken are the only one that are going to be here, because I'll be too busy patting myself on the back and just giving a finger to the cosmos. That's what it's going to be, man. I cannot wait for that. Anyway, any questions, Bell? Do we have any before I roll on? Because we do have kind of a special treat for you guys here.
Oh, well, yeah, we've got quite a few, actually, quite a few comments and questions. So, G Torres, so Android version coming soon after Purge?
Friday, dude. That's the estimate. Look, Carlos, I want to put it in your hand. I have the latest version. I'm not going to muddy up right now, man. All right. Let's see. It's on my phone. It works a treat. Everything's ducky. But let us finish the purge, and it will be released. I will personally give you the build, dude. All right. We're friendly on Discord. I'll put it in your hands. Don't bother Jason with this one, man. I got you. And we're estimating. I mean, I read that correct.
G Torres is on our Discord, so he'll be able to see it.
Yeah, I know, but we chat away from the podcast Discord, so I'll make sure you get it, bro. Anyway, go ahead and carry on, Bell.
All right, so comment from Sigea Fan. Went and bought a few more Jackal names and extended them for 10 years while Jackal is cheap. Can't invest in data futures as much as Scott is with Sigea, but I can do that and buy more Jackal for storage.
Yeah, and that's what's simple for us, man. That's the best part, is that we do actually have a business model, but it's a business model that depends on revenue. So meaning outside revenue, no VCs, no funding, no people buying tokens. We actually have a business model. We know our price points. We know our profit margins. We know all these things. It's kind of weird. I know it's not really how crypto does things, but it is exactly how a business does things. And man, I mean, I just adore all the tokens that I continue to purchase and that I continue to collect right now, because I'm going to end up paying pennies on the dollar. And if you thought our profit margins were good before, Bell, they're always good for resellers, by the way. If you guys aren't in these kind of businesses, profit margins for resellers are excellent. They're going to be through the roof when I'm only paying, 10 cents on the dollar for storage. Those are futures, guys. All right. It does exist out here, but you need to have a reason to invest in futures, not coming soon or someday or don't worry. And everybody's going to want this kind of shit, but something that is tangible, that is you've played with, you've tested, and you said, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's why we're in data futures. All right. One more, Bella, and then we got a special treat.
And Deep House Nation, releasing an app is nerve-wracking as a developer. And when you put your money up, even more so, stay optimistic.
You know, and I'm going to do my very best, dude. Yeah, look, I'm ready for the business. We got some fucking demon stalker out there, man, that just does nothing but give me grief, man. Every time I block him on Twitter.
Oh no,
or something
he's been doing it to both of us.
Yeah, he's been hitting up me and Bell. He's just been going at it. And every time I block him, a new account shows up. But you can't really hide the way you type. I can see it. It's not real difficult. It's like reading a person's handwriting, and I am an English major, so it's kind of my thing. But you know, trust me, man, I'm ready for it. I know I'm going to get the business on a lot of this stuff. I know, oh, you suck. Yeah. But I'm going to fall back on the fact that we are, in fact, an award-winning app. And I got to say this one last little bit here. I was going to use the whole show and just throw darts at Cosmos. But I'm going to do it here, just this one, and let it go. We went over to Nillion, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, take a look at it. If that's kind of your thing, take a look at it. You guys know we did the pitch. You know that we won. They posted it. We posted it. We were taking a thing. But I just think it's funny, and I don't know, funny, ironic. I don't know. It solidified the fact that I know I'm right, that we go to any other ecosystem but Cosmos, and we win awards. But if we stay here in the Cosmos, we don't even get recognized by anybody up there in ICF. And how fucking hard is it to just post a tweet? Yeah, that's pretty cool. We can't get any acknowledgement from anybody out here, but we go anywhere outside of the Cosmos and we're winning awards. All right, we are 1,000,000,000% right on all this, Bell, and I can't wait to see how the rest of this thing plays out. So anyway, guys, yes, I said we got a special treat. I'm going to get up here. This is not going to be our best production because I have to run over to the system over there to actually hit play. But we, you guys know that we're friendly with Makaka Flow. That's the bantamweight champion for karate combat. He's been on the show a couple times. We've sponsored some of his training sessions. Sigea Cloud did. And we commissioned a new entrance song for him. There's nothing that gets, as somebody who has actually stepped into the ring, there's nothing that gets your blood pumping like your own song. This is the thing that dials you in, gives you focus, make sure that you know why you're here and what you're about to do. And we commissioned a song for Arturo. And I'm about to play it for you. This is the first time that you're going to hear it outside of Twitter. First time you're going to hear it outside of Karate Combat. I think they knocked it out of the park, Bell. I know you heard it, Bell. What do you think? You could talk on we're video. We're not radio, or we're not. You can go ahead and say something.
You know, I think we're gonna have to go ahead and play it because this is too good to keep.
Okay. So even though I commissioned it, it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the artist. Now, this is coming from Ike and from the Wave Wars team that actually went through and put all of this together. I think it's fantastic. You can find them over there. Look for Wave Wars. Look for Canon. You're gonna see them. So I'm gonna flip it here for a second, guys. There's gonna be a brief pause. All right, I have to flip over to the splash screen and then run over to the system to hit play. So if you can indulge me just a little bit, for the very first time here on the podcast, this is the Champ song. I think it's fantastic. I hope you guys feel the same way. And if you can give me just 5 seconds to get over there, we're going to be right back.
Lo más loco es que, ¿sabes qué? Siempre recordaré lo que un día me dijeron mis padres. Ser mejor en lo que hagas y no te des break. Con tu corazón y tu alma, en cada paso que des, nunca dudes de ti mismo y subestime tu fe. Amén.
Yeah, you already know, yeah. It's the champ, it's the king, Makako Flow, yeah. Hey, yeah, you already know, yeah. It's the champ, it's the king, Makako Flow, yeah. I got it off in the mud. They said I get fly like the plug. Want a piece of this championship, then you really just gotta come get it in blood. Why you mad that I'm living my life? I know that I'm great, more heart than a dub. You getting drilled, you getting knocked out. My record gon' have me a dub. Staying on top of my workout, blocking the noise, distracting me deadly. In my content bitches ain't never gon' fail me. This a gangster story, belly. I'm the champ, no matter the circumstance. Bad lady beside me, she twerking, dancing. I'm ready to die with her in hands. And I'm ready to die with her in hands. What I mean by ready to die in this ring is you gotta kill me. I'm not tapping out, I'm not backing out, and I've been through it all, so you gotta feel me. You the butt of the joke, you silly. Shorty bounce on and she popping the willy. She said I'm in love, she just want a hug, not an autograph on both titties. If I'm stressed out, I start to work out. I done been to war like Achilles. And my cheese stuffed mozzarella sticks got my pockets cheesy like Philly. That's a cheesesteak, get a leg kick. It was stone cold, you need a knee brace. I really dream chase, manifest my destiny to be great. And I got a bag like sweepstakes. It's a marathon, not a relay. When you hear that park, press replay. Yeah. When you hear that park, press replay.
Yeah, you already know, yeah. It's the champ, it's the king, Chicago flow, yeah. Hey, yeah, you already know, yeah. It's the champ, it's the king, Chicago flow, yeah.
Sing my teeth like saber tooth. I don't think this bite is relatable. Who created you? We could both fight. I'm available. One punch man, I'm impelling you. You wanna smoke? I'm inhaling you. I'm the winner. I'm never failing you. I'm the best. I'm really just telling you. It's a fight. We gotta settle too. Never gonna fold. I'm never gonna break. I know that I'm great. But better to hate. You up on the plate, are you real or you fake? I fight through it all. That's my way of escape. If I fall, I'ma float for a second and get back up. Get back up. If I fall, I'ma float for a second and get back up. Get back up. If I fall, I'ma float for a second and get back up. Get back up. If I fall, I'ma float for a second and get back up. Get back up.
Yeah, yeah, you already know, yeah. It's the champ, it's the king, Chicago flow, yeah. Hey, yeah, you already know, yeah. It's the champ, it's the king, Chicago flow, yeah. Hey, ain't nowhere to go, yeah. Chicago flow coming through with the heat, yeah. Hurricane on the beat, give it to ya. And we go to the streets when they hear ya.
Not much like that, and be breaking. So, play. English way.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, kids, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. Carlos, you're going to have to translate that for me, bro. Obviously, look, man. He's from, Arturo's from Chile. So I don't know. That was actually his voiceover in the front. And I know how they did it. It's actually amazing that they got that kind of quality because he was out in Vegas at the time. And he just picked up the phone. He called him and he said that. That was at the beginning of the song. He just said it over the phone. And they managed to tune that into and blend it into that song just absolutely perfectly. He was not in studio, man. That was recorded over an iPhone. Because he's an iPhone user. I know because he tests Sigea, of course.
He does.
Yeah, and so there you go, man. But you're going to have to translate. I don't know what he said, and I don't want to ask him. I could call him right now, but should I get him on the phone? I'll just call him. Hey, Arturo, what are you doing, man? Hey, tell everybody what you said at the beginning of the song. I don't want to do that, but I got a hunch Carlos can translate for me. That'd be pretty awesome. All right, Bell, before I start getting on my mantra bashing, by the way, that's their plan for saving Mantra for the OM, the $8 billion to, absolute dust that it's sitting at right now. Their plan is to rebrand it. They're going to rebrand and they're going to launch a new token. And I got to give a round of applause for that because you know what? Nobody's ever done that before. Not out here in crypto. Nobody's ever simply absolutely rugged and beat the ever-loving shit out of their very project like they buried retail underneath it, just under the smoking ashes like another 9/11. Nobody's ever done that before. So I wish them the very best of luck, but the sad part is that it'll probably work because you guys know that attracts fresh VC money, right? And VCs always get paid out first over here because we built a goddamn casino that effectively is unwinnable. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. I would like to talk about that a little bit, Bell, but we are, of course, you're not even looking at me. I feel a little weird about that because I'm looking at you right there on the monitor. This is what I'm looking at. She's looking over at other monitors and not paying attention to me. I'm not saying I'm just not a little bit hurt by that, Belle, just a little bit. But before I get into some Cosmos bashing, Belle, do we have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Yes, which is what I was doing. So anyway,
well, do your job.
Sigea fan, with great privacy comes some great responsibility. Might be a line y'all use during the setup process with the triple confirm of slap. Don't lose your password.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see it, we actually posted the video. It's over in the Sigea feedback channel. Don't lose your password, man. Look, we will give you absolute privacy. All right, your files are gone from the world. We could be subpoenaed by anybody, and we can't turn them over because we don't know what they are. Nothing. We cannot help you. U.S. government, we can't help you. China, we can't help you. Nobody, we can't help you. I mean, I know it's going to go bad for us eventually. If we get enough traction, it's going to go real bad for me. And if you see me not streaming for 6 to 9 months, make your own assumptions, but you're probably right. But it does come with great responsibility. And for us to do that, we had to put an awful lot of power in that password. So don't forget your password. We're going to prompt you 3 different times. Make sure you remember your password. It's akin to a seed phrase. All right. You see the wink right here? It's akin to a seed phrase. Don't forget your password. Just putting that out there before P-Day. Tomorrow is P-Day. That's Purge Day. And then our day is the day after, and that's Release Day. So don't forget your password. Belle, go.
Yeah, don't do what Scott did yesterday. Scott, seriously, when we got the dev build, he set his account up. He, thought he typed in his usual password. He didn't, and he forgot what it was. And he actually went to our dev team going, okay, with this being in dev mode, can you guys see this? And everyone was sitting there going, no, we can't help you. Okay,
Yeah,
purge the account.
That was funny. I fucked up, and I had to tell my team that I pay. All right, you can't fucking help me. Are you kidding me? Because I got a fresh invoice sitting in my inbox right now. Are you sure you can't help me? And they were like, we can't fucking help you. So all right, wipe it out. We'll try again. It was unfortunate. It is what it is. With great privacy comes great responsibility. And new type, I see we're at like single digits out here right now, so I understand that. But new type, I understand that that's going to alienate some people, but I'm okay with that because it's about ethos for me. It's about ethos for Belle. And the only way we can deliver exactly what we said we're delivering is by putting some of the responsibility on the user. Don't forget your password. Just saying. Belle, carry on, please.
We actually brought that point up to our lovely young banker today, and we asked her opinion on that very issue. And she's starting to get an understanding of what our app does. She's going to be playing around with the web app. We flat out told her, okay, you cannot lose your password. If you do, we can't help you. We warned people twice, and she flat out looked at us and went, keeping your passwords written down somewhere safe is kind of on you. So, I mean, our banker, who is not a tech head at all, actually stated that.
That's kind of funny. Carry on, Belle.
All right, Sigea fan, what is everyone drinking tonight?
Tonight, and it's hit me like a freight train because I didn't eat today. We are drinking Redwood Empire, and actually I'm kind of proud of the fact that I'm still upright and more or less cognizant. We're drinking Redwood Empire, and this is kind of funny. We stopped for gas when we were coming back from Shreveport. We stopped at a QT, and I don't usually do my alcohol shopping at a QT. But they had a whole bunch of bottles of this stuff, and it was sitting up there, and it was half price because clearly nobody was picking up on that. And I bought one on a lark. It was $39, and it was half price at $39. So I said, sure, we'll try it. It's fucking excellent. Had I known, I'd have bought everything there. They had like a dozen bottles out there, Belle. I would have bought them all. The shelves behind me would have just been stacked with Redwood Empire, but there you go. But to round out the question, Belle, what are you drinking yourself tonight?
I am going between Diet Pepsi and Indri.
Indri. Boy, you can't go wrong with Indri. Where'd you get the Indri? Last time I was in, they didn't have any.
I've had it for a while. I've just been
Ah.
forcing the bottle.
Okay. Well, anyway, carry on, Bill.
All right. So, Sigea fan wanted to say this read on Sigea is fantastic. Love it. Look where all that crypto trash fighting got investors. FTX.
Yeah.
Sigea, a different way forward. Hoorah!
Yeah, and you're all smoked. Everybody's smoked. I actually feel pretty good for the storage providers and the validators and all that stuff. I actually feel pretty good about them. You guys are it's gonna be okay. I'm not making any kind of promises, man. It's all in my ability to hold out, make friends, shake hands with people, hold out a screenshot or a my wallpaper and say, go ahead and scan the QR code. That's where it comes down to. And the more I do that, and we're in Vegas next week doing the same thing, man, pushing it all over the world. The more we do that, the more money you make. Isn't that kind of interesting? And isn't that sort of opposite of the way crypto is? Got to get people to buy, man. Get them on. Let's come up with a narrative. Let's come up with memes. Get them to buy our token. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter with us, man. Every single one of our consumers are investors, not only in one chain, but in multiple chains, everything that we've integrated. So that's it. That's what you're speculating on. If you want to stick in the DGen world and speculate, it's our ability to sell an app, meaning get users on an app. That's it. That's what you're speculating on. I like to cut and dry it sometimes, Bell, and this is, in fact, cut and drying it. You're banking on our ability to get consumers. That's it. So if you were ever questioning, I wonder what, I don't know, yeah, I just gave you the answer. You're speculating on our ability to get people to use our app because it all goes over to Jackal, goes to a cache who's never once acknowledged us. I'm a little heartbroken about that. It's kind of funny that Nillian put out a big old post. Yes, you guys are the rock stars, but a cache who we're actually using hasn't even mentioned us, man. Not even once. Anyway, it's a thankless space. I'll carry on.
All right. So, and actually tagging along that, not Mirek, I did see that you are, trying out a Jackal storage provider for yourself. Definitely keep us posted on how that's going for you. I mean, seriously, we do want to know, that things are going well. And if there are issues, we do want to know that way we can kind of, once you get through them, we can point people your direction to help them out.
And actually, I'm gonna piggyback on that, Bell. Yeah, I would love that, bro. All right, Scott at SigeaCloud.io, Tabitha at SigeaCloud.io. You can be doxxed. I'm doxxed. Everybody knows my name. If you could, I'd love to spend some time with you, bro, because we have been getting a lot of requests. How do you go through this? And it seems like you did. I would love to pick your brain and set up a simple A to B to C to standing up a Jackal storage provider. The information would be incredibly valuable to our audience, to anybody who might be interested in getting into the infrastructure side of crypto. If we could set this up in some kind of easy way, I'd be very, very interested in sitting down with you and basically walking it through from A all the way to Z, and you're up and you're online. So I'm curious. Scott at SigeaCloud.io, I'd appreciate it. Carry on.
All right, Deep House Nation. Any thoughts about Fed funds rate dipping into the low threes affecting crypto market in a positive way?
You're getting back into the gambling side of it, man, and the speculation side. And I don't know if you can tell about me, and trust me, bro, I want you here. All right, I want you on the channel. I want you talking. But I'm not really too terribly focused on stuff like that right now, because what we're doing is very, very tangible. It's not speculative. It is tangible. And I know the path to mine, and I'm kind of focused in on it, man. That's really all it is. I'd love to answer that question. I'd love to play around in what if. I love what if. This is kind of how we built the channel. But right now we're kind of, boots on the ground. These big old boots are sitting on the ground right now, and we're just kind of carving our own path here. Afterwards, once we're launched, once we're live, once I can show you DAU and our growth and month over month and all that other good stuff, sure, we'll get back into projections. But right now, I'm singly focused. I know it's not interesting because we're not selling tokens. So I understand that, man. But let us finish our little journey right here, and we'll get into the rest of that. So hope that answered. I know it didn't, but thank you for indulging me. Bell, carry on.
All right, new type. Wait, does the whole forget your password and you lose everything apply to businesses that are going to use Sigea Cloud?
Clearly, we're doing something different with enterprise, bro. All right, look, clearly we are doing something different with enterprise. I'm talking about this applies directly to individual consumers, not enterprise. Enterprise is different. It always is. And anybody who lives over on this side of the tracks understands that it's a little bit different. Enterprise needs a lot more hand holdings, service level agreements, guarantees, all that other good stuff, and we respect that. We're prepared for that. Our BD are hooking up with everybody else's BD, and we're going to make sure that we come to a proper accord. It's different. I'm just going to kind of leave it there. We're not going to blow off enterprise. Enterprise is the absolute golden ticket for us. But consumers for me is about ethos. And I'm not going to spend a whole hell of a lot of time here talking about my ethos. If you've seen us on the channel before, you know where I stand on this. It's a little bit different for consumers as opposed to enterprise. And I'm sure you understand that. But if you didn't, I hope I clarified it. Belle, please carry on.
Okay, a lot of enterprise clients already have a way of generating passwords that their employees use forever. I would actually expect the employers to use Sigea Cloud and actually create the usernames and passwords for their employees themselves and maintain a record of those credentials, which is one thing. That's a conversation we've got to have with the employers.
Yeah. And like I said, if we go and we land Circa or Rodeo or any of the other companies, it's going to be a little bit, we handle it differently. We're not talking about an individual. We're talking about a company that makes certain demands and puts obligations on us. It's a little bit different that direction. But understand, we come to an accord. They agree with the terms of the contract, and we agree with the terms of the contract. It's a little bit different. So I hope you guys can understand that one. Belle, please carry on.
All right. So Crypto Sailor chiming in on X. Sigea will absolutely prove it. The bar is pretty low in crypto to be a standout project.
You know, and that's the funniest part. And you're exactly right, bro. The bar, there is no fucking bar. We're the bar. We're the ones who are going to establish the base threshold, that which everything else is measured against, because there is no bar out here. On any chain, across the board, there is no bar. We are the ones who are going to get the Web2 penetration. We're the people who are going to onboard people to a thankless fucking cosmos. We're the ones who are going to be doing that. Because if there's one takeaway I can make from this space, Bell, more than anything else, is that it is brutal and you are on your own. Thankless doesn't even begin to describe it. Open up your thesaurus and find other words for thankless, and I'll start using those. But we're going to be the ones that are onboarding to the goddamn cosmos. I cannot. Oh, my God, I'm going to be so insufferable. I'm sorry. I almost feel bad for it, Belle. I'm going to be so intolerable, insufferable, any other word you could think of. We're going to be broadcasting to nobody, but I'm still going to be broadcasting just so I can say, ha, 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 fuck you. Anyway, go ahead, Belle. Add on or carry on.
You know, the day we prove it and the day we prove this works, yeah, people are going to stop saying, oh, well, you haven't built anything. I've got about 10 different pages of code that says otherwise, grouped into separate categories. Sorry, not open sourcing it so you can put your greedy little eyeballs on it.
No, we ain't open sourcing shit. Go fuck yourself. Build your own. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Find a grant
Yeah.
somewhere and build your own. And that
Yeah.
will be funny.
Figure out the mobile tooling. Because you know what?
Fuck.
Jackal didn't have it.
No, they don't, and they're not going to build it, man. They have no interest in that. That's cool, man. They ceded the territory to us. We're going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to make some money. That's usually where it comes down to. Not saying that we're doing this from pure ethos or from pure altruism. I still want to make some money. I got teams to pay, man. We want to make it better. I still got to continue to pay them. Anyway, carry on, Bill.
All right, old man. So do we need to just remove the files or just leave them to be wiped into the abyss? Because I already moved all my files from my phone upgrade. Or I mean, when I upgraded to my new phone, and I used Aegis to do so.
Yeah, pull them back, bro. They're still out there for you, man. Pull them back. If it's something that you just cannot lose, pull them back. Take them back. If not, they're gone. Well, they're not gone. That's the funny thing. We cannot.
Not yet.
We can't delete them. But we're about to come tomorrow, man. We're going to break the chain that ties your account to them. We cannot delete files. We can't disappear. We can't see them, but we can't make them disappear either because that's the nature of the protocol. But we will be severing the ties that you have to them. So you got from now until, I don't wear a watch, but I'm going to do. I'll give you 12 hours, man. Pull back your files. You know we're at hot storage. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I do apologize for the inconvenience. If we lost you as a user, I apologize. But we can't. There's too many. Help me out here, Crypto Sailor. You know there's only so much that we can do. But yes, I made the decision. That's there. I'm sticking to it. Yes, I'm a fuck. Go ahead and call it to me. Call me out on X. Do whatever you got to do. But we had to make the decision, man. And it's either we delay launch for another 3 months while we untangle this massive ball of Christmas tree lights, or we simply wipe everything, start fresh, and the start fresh date is going to be on Friday, just so you know. Hope that answered the question, Belle. Carry on.
That was actually the last one for the moment.
And I see that we're perfect at just about an hour. Got another special treat for you guys tomorrow. We're going to be bringing on an actual Web2 group that knows nothing about Web3, but is a client of ours. I'm sorry, we're a client of theirs. And we're going to be bringing them on tomorrow. Because as I like to point out some of the idiocracy that happens out here in the Web3 world, I also like to bring very, very tangible solutions to it. And we're bringing you one tomorrow. So for the dungeon people, and I'm looking right at you, Lee, I'm looking right at you, Sanju, we're bringing the people that are going to pull you out of the darkness and bring you into the light. And they're going to be on tomorrow night. This is an AMA like every other show that we do, so please ask questions. There are some very, very simple realities that are ignored out here in Web3, and we're going to show you what it's going to take to bring Sigea from the darkness up into the light, but most importantly, to the very top of the fold. How do I move large files? And Sigea Cloud is going to be the very first thing that you see up there. You guys know that the top of the fold is the thing that gets clicked. We're going to bring them on there, bring them on the show tomorrow. They're going to tell you how they do it. And I hope you guys bring some questions and a very warm welcome. We haven't had a pure Web 2 over here on our show before. So I hope you guys make them feel welcome so that they come back and share a lot of additional information that I think is necessary out here. But with that, Belle, please talk us up. Take us out of here. We're going to be back tomorrow. Special show for you. Go ahead and do your thing, Belle.
All right. Now, tagging on to that very last point that Scott was making regarding our guest, Zach from Rodeo. If you guys know of a legitimately good product in crypto that you think needs a little help, let me know in Discord, and I'll look up their websites and get opinions on what could make that better from the team.
Yeah, these guys are good.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are good.
All right. Now, with that being said, we are going to be live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow evening. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, scott@thepodcast.com or bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night.